Okay, everybody, we're getting on for that time of the night. How is everybody doing? Looks like we've got some people on ready to go. We've got some people turning up. We'll have more people as the evening wears on, no doubt, as we always do. But let's just get this started. I will be your introducer tonight, then we'll have a couple of other people talking and taking care of a couple of things. Is our recording working? Yes, it is. Good. Okay, let's go. We're here to talk about This Is Gold. And here's our brains trust from what's happening to all the information around the system. And we are sponsored by Doug and Jenny Loveday of Loveday Vehicle Lubricants, Easy Shopping Cards, and Skippy Pest Control. Here's our usual disclaimer. I'm going to go through this relatively quickly. I'm not going to read all this, but it's information that we need to have in the webinar. You can pause it and read it. We are affiliates. We are not the company. We don't represent the company, and we have our opinion. We are not expressing our views on behalf of the company. So, Karatbars, Mr. Dobson, would you read our information, please? Or not, as the case may be.
Come on, Dobbo, you can do it.
He was full of cheek before, but now we've got no sound. Excellent.
4 optional ways to participate.
There he is.
Option 1. Can you hear me all right?
Yep, we can just heard you now.
Okay. Well, that's good. Well, I'm starting with option 1 and our 4 optional ways to participate. Save gold. We all start here. We complete the free registration for our gold savings account and start acquiring Karatbars gold in small increments. Karatbars International has made it easy by making available a feature called Auto Exchange. At Gold Rocks Australia, we call that Pay Yourself First. You set up your account to automatically exchange your paper currency for Karatbars gold weekly, bi-weekly, and monthly. You simply set it, forget it, and then go back and increase it. Activating this feature allows you to automatically pay yourself first with real physical gold. There are no fees of any kind. The account is completely free and takes less than 5 minutes to register. Every time you acquire Karatbars gold, you are building wealth for your family. Okay, option 2, save and earn. As an independent affiliate, when you save gold for yourself and share with others how to do the same, you position yourself to compensate or to be compensated monthly through our unit level system compensation plan. You are virtually in business for yourself in over 100 plus countries worldwide. Option 3, maximize your earning potential. You may choose one of several business packages which position you to generate cash flow monthly and weekly through our dual system compensation plan. These packages are income producing assets, and there are some fantastic profit packages at the moment until September the 2nd. Option 4, we save Karat Gold Coin and Karat Coin Bank Coin. As independent affiliates, while we are saving gold and maximising our earning potential, we acquire Karat Gold Coin, KBC, and Karat Coin Bank Coin, KCB. These cryptocurrency coins are an additional stream of income that will build massive wealth. Some people have asked, why Karatbars? A Karatbars savings account gives you protection against future financial crisis and rapid inflation. It protects your hard-earned paper currency with physical gold. Karatbars International has the only system in the world where you can get free gold and free cryptocurrency. Gold is a store of wealth and of value, and it is an appreciating asset. There are 3 major benefits of a Karatbars savings account. 1, you can now start saving physical gold in small increments. This company is the largest company in the world of small incremental amounts of gold. Number 2, Karatbars International puts you in position to build a global business from the comfort of your home. And 3, there are significant tax advantages to owning a home-based business. So that's our overview. Mr. Miller, back to you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Dobson. I will hand over to Ms. Phillips, who will take us the rest of the way.
Welcome, everyone, and thanks, Brent, for that introduction. This is a Sesame Street game, so bear with me and either unmute yourself and answer or type in your answer. Which one is different? That's Monopoly money. There's some Australian currency and a gold coin. Which one is different? Either unmute yourself or type it in. Big Bird. That's right, Dan. Big Bird. Which one's Big Bird? Oh, I can't see a bird there, but I'm figuring you mean Sesame Street. It was a very popular game. Which one is different? The big koala. Why do you think that one's different, Dan? It's money. Well, the other two are money. It's coin. Any other ideas, suggestions, thoughts? The other two are currency. Okay. Backed by gold. Cool. Thanks, Bob. If we showed young kids these three, they'd probably say that the Monopoly money is different because you actually play with it. Yeah, it is. It's play money. It's interesting. I've been thinking recently about what I learned from Monopoly, playing Monopoly when a kid. Then there's the actual real money, as in our fiat currency, and then there's the gold. Lots of people think that it's the gold that's different. Lots of people think that it's money that's different. And I'm going to suggest to you some new ideas tonight that will make you think about, is it money or is it the actual gold that's different? So I should pose that right at the end, that question again, when you've had some more time to think about it. This is a summary of a white paper that Karatbars has put together. White paper meaning a direction, a substantial document. It's about 50 pages long, and it's their thoughts about where they are now, where they are heading, their goals and their visions and so on. So I've actually done a summary of what the white paper is. It's very interesting reading. In fact, it's great reading, and if you'd like a copy of it, please send an email and I'm happy to send you a copy so you can read it through as well. So the white paper, Karat Coin Bank is set up in the most stringent financially regulated country in the world. So that's the US. And they chose that country specifically because it was so hard to actually achieve. But they have achieved this, and they opened their Karat Coin Bank at the end of last year, 2018. The acquisition of the gold mine in Madagascar has been instrumental in their progress and their pathway forward. That Madagascar mine has gold reserves of 900 million euros. So that's actually what's backing their progress and where they want to go. And the acquisition of this mine was key and instrumental in where they're going. For a while, we actually couldn't see that it was owned by Karat Bank, but we now learn through the white paper and through a question and answer document as well that's been put together that the shares in the mine have been bought by Karatbars. So it's an easy it's an easy way to buy the mine without alerting or triggering off either a rise in value or a decline in value. It was very clever the way they did it. They're building the first blockchain-based payment system. If you can, do a little bit of research on blockchain to find out what it is. It's actually a way to trace any transaction. So, for instance, if you have a coin or a note in your wallet, where has it been? What has it purchased? What has it transacted over the last 10 years? So our coins actually have a date. So you can see when it was actually minted, when it was made. So where has it been? What has it purchased in that time? And the blockchain actually does that. And Karatbars is building the first blockchain-based payment system. The cryptocurrency is freely convertible to cash gold and actually vice versa. Thanks, Brent. Yes, the blockchain will be called CaratNet. You'll notice the carat word is instrumental and key in most of their names. CaratBit, CaratNet, Karatbars, CaratPay, CaratBank, and so forth. So the white paper talks about ATMs, and you can see in the picture there's ATM picture, and the goal is 10,000 worldwide. That's where you'll actually be able to feed in either your credit card, your paper currency, your cash gold currency, or any other cryptocurrency and exchange it for another form of payment. It's actually fascinating what those ATMs will be able to achieve. The crypto exchange for all cryptocurrencies. So if you have a look on Google and Google how many cryptocurrencies are out there, there's Bitcoin, there's all sorts, Ethereum, they're the ones we know well, but there's thousands of them. So this bank will be able to exchange in all the cryptocurrencies, so accept one and translate it into another, or the other way around. The exchange house is where you can actually exchange any form of money with any form of money. So it's a huge achievement in that exchange house. Bank accounts for anyone who obviously has a Karatbars account, and in that bank account, my understanding is there's little sub-accounts with all the different currencies, whether it be a cryptocurrency, a local currency, a foreign country currency, like it might be in Australian dollars and it might be in US dollars and it might be in European euros. So all those different currencies, this bank and the bank account will exchange. The blockchain payment system means that any purchase is trackable and traceable, and every transaction that ever has come about is there recorded in blockchain. There are payment cards, and the goal is 200 million users worldwide. So at the moment we're sitting about 500, 600, 700,000. So I've heard 500, 600, 700. I'm figuring let's pick 250,000 users, and they're heading for 200 million users. Their mission is at this September, so we're in August, this September, all unpurchased KCB will be disposed of. So it will actually finish. There is a timeline, there is an offering time frame, and if you buy some in any of the packages, if you earn some, if you're paid some, or you like earn because you've sold some packages, then that then goes into the pool of KCB worldwide. But once the September date has been reached, no more will be bought or sold. No more will be sold. There'll be a Karat Gold e-wallet. The profit card can be used as a rewards program. And dare I say, it was actually called cashback. But anyway, let's move on. KBC, they're actually wanting it to be a world-leading payment system. There's global infrastructure. At the moment, the bank is in Miami, Florida, in the US, and they are seeking to have branches and subsidiaries all around the world. So it will be a global infrastructure as well as the ATMs. Some people are calling them ATMs. Sometimes I hear the word vending machine, whichever. So you can see the picture there. And they are seeking to actually build the bridge between conventional financial systems that we know now and the crypto financial systems of the future. And the reason they're doing that is they see that the conventional financial system of today is not serving people and will not be able to continue effectively into the future, whereas crypto will. Here's a quick look at what the KBC looks like. That's the KBC that's the cryptocurrency coin that was released last year. Now, at the moment, you can only buy that from an exchange. You can't actually buy that directly from the company, but that's what it looks like. Or that's an image, I guess. So there's something in your mind that you're actually purchasing. Their vision is to have a fairer economy. There'll be an economic transformation. They talk about lower fees, access for more people around the world, and all sorts of domino effects from having a fairer economy. Based on the blockchain technology, they will be a financial leader based on that blockchain. It's their blockchain, it's their intellectual property, if you like. So their KBC and KCB are their own property, all backed by physical gold. There's physical gold as a form of payment. So you might have seen the cash gold notes. If you've bought a bronze, silver, gold or VIP pack, then you would have actually received some cash gold as a note. What's Brent saying? Cash gold exchange machine, CEM, this will be huge. Yes. Oh, muscles, yes. Since the US dollar was unlinked to gold, so up until 1971, if you took money into a bank, you could exchange it for gold, for the equivalent. These days, you can't. So it actually means that our fiat currency, our local currency, loses its value, particularly when inflation goes up. So this company is seeking that money will hold its value because it will be backed by gold. It's physical gold, it's real gold. There's a limited supply of gold in the world. This company owns at least one mine, and down the track they're going to purchase some more. But they have the reserves of gold so that their currency, their KBC, their KCB is actually backed by gold and will hold its value. The goals to create first blockchain payment system based in the real asset, obviously being gold. And my understanding is there is no other like this. The functionality of the KBC tokens, so there will be an exchange. You will actually be able to buy something with your KBC coins. In your bank account, in exchange, building the merchant network, you can go in and buy some coffee with your KBC tokens. You'll be able to buy a house and everything in between. Developing their own blockchain. The KBC is backed in gold. And because gold typically increases in value, and part of the reason that increases in value is because of its rarity. Some of it is also because of the economics around the world going up and down, but most of it's because it can't be printed. When a government is a bit short of money, they can actually go to their print shop and print some more money, which actually decreases the value of the money that you're holding in your hand, because there's now more of it, and your money won't buy as much as it used to last week or the week before. There was a fellow over the weekend who was a German gentleman, and he talked about when he was little and his father was buying like a pumpkin or something, and at the end of the war, a pumpkin was billions of Deutschmark, and that was because the local currency had been printed so much, there was so much out there that it had lost its value, and therefore one pumpkin was a stupid amount of Deutschmark. Gold cannot be hacked, it cannot be printed, so we'll always have the amount of gold in the world. Now the goal is to actually release a new financial paradigm, and that's coming because of blockchain, as well as having money that is actually backed with a real asset, and obviously that asset is gold. Another goal is capitalisation, particularly of that mine, to the value of 50 million euros by 2020. Well, folks, we know that that's 500 million. Yeah, 500 million euros by 2020, so that's early next year. So, which means that digitalisation offers new opportunities. So the digital currency, which KBC and KCB are, so any cryptocurrency is a digital currency and can be moved about quite quickly. It's less regulations, there's faster transactions. At the moment, a Bitcoin transaction takes about 24 hours. So if you wanted to buy a house or if you wanted to buy a loaf of bread, taking 24 hours just isn't on the radar. So faster transactions, less regulations about where the money can go, and lower fees is also part of this company's future. They're hoping that by having their own bank, they will actually delete existing intermediaries. So an intermediary is someone in the middle who is also charging fees. So you might have a bank and then another bank, and if you've ever transferred money from one country to another, you know that there's very high fees, and that's one reason is because it's going from bank to bank to bank to bank, and each bank along the way is charging their own set of fees. So when you have a digital currency, you can actually transfer that money quickly, easily, and you don't actually need those banks in between in that transaction pathway, and therefore you delete those existing intermediaries, you can lower the fees, faster transaction. If you ever transferred money overseas and wondered why it's taken days when it's truly just money and it was in your account, it does make you wonder. The digitalisation, so digital money means that it's traceable or each step of the way through any financial transaction. If you think back to the coin or the note that you have in your hand and whatever date it was made and minted, you actually don't know where it's been, what it's transacted in that time. But this digital currency, you can trace every financial transaction. The idea here, more people having access to financial markets, really refers to people in countries where they don't have such a good financial system as Australia, America, UK and Europe. So thinking more through Africa, South America, places in the world that have a more volatile economic situation, more volatile politics, and those people just don't have access to financial markets. But this system, the system of the future that Karatbars is bringing in, will actually give more people access to those financial markets. In a nutshell, Karat Gold is offering a complete financial ecosystem. So if you think of an ecosystem, whether it be out in the paddock when you've got each section where the plants are helping the animals and the animals then feed the plants, and it's a complete ecosystem. This is what Karat Gold is offering. The Madagascar gold mine is key, and owning that is an absolute brilliant move. Full range of bank services. Imagine what your bank does now and then multiply it to a whole new level. That's what they're offering. And it's a huge undertaking, not only in the country where they started, which is Germany, in the country where they want to be, which is obviously America. A couple of reasons. One, because America has such stringent financial controls, and if they can meet those requirements, then they'll meet the financial requirements in any country. And they have been able to do that, and they have opened their bank in Miami. And then, of course, there's millions of Americans. So they have a huge undertaking then into English-speaking countries around the world. For us, here in Australia, who are already Karatbars affiliates, it means that we can anticipate a dramatic rise in the value of gold. A lot of this is built around the value of gold and how valuable it actually is. So for us to have as many KBC as you can, now that's either you buy it or you get paid that because you've sold one of the packages in the Karatbars product line. When you become a bronze status, then you'll actually get a load of KBC. When you become silver, gold and VIP, you get KBC. I'll go through the incentives in a little while because they're actually giving great bonuses for KBC as well. And this is nearing the end of phase 2. Early next year, 2020, is phase 3. So that's pretty cool. They are actually on track and they've met every time deadline. They've pushed out one of their deadlines in September by 1 day. So they're absolutely gut-wrenched because of being 1 day late. So they are most punctual and hardworking and obviously realistic in what they can achieve. If they've been able to achieve all that they set out to so far, and they've achieved it almost to the day, then if you think about any project you've embarked on and meeting all the deadlines, and this is a global rollout, it is really very impressive. And then for us, also owning some of the world's leading cryptocurrencies, because that's where they want to be, right up there in the leading cryptocurrencies. To understand the value of money and what it will buy and its diminishing purchasing power, look at the grocery trolley on the left in 1998, and that's what you would have bought for $20. Have a look at the trolley in the middle, 2005, and that's what your $20 would buy. And 2014, that's what your $20 would buy. So $20 has less and less purchasing power, whereas the value of gold has remained. So in 1920, if you wanted to buy a car, you could actually pay with a kilo of gold. In 2019, if you wanted to buy a car, you could pay with a kilo of gold. Even though the actual cost of the car has gone up, the actual value of gold has remained consistent with that increase. The more I listen and learn from this guy, Harold Seitz, the more I'm impressed. And he promises to you that Karatbars and Gold Standard Bank will continue promoting and defending the financial freedom and security of every human being. So he does that by the product of gold and owning that gold mine in Madagascar and then rolling out cryptocurrency for all of us. He says our future is unlimitedly digital. It rests on a solid foundation of pure gold at the same time. Very good. Let's have a quick look at the incentives. Karatbars incentives, they've already started. They go to September the 2nd. There's a scoring system of incentive points, and once you've reached a certain number of incentive points, then that is the prize that you will win. So let's go through them very quickly. Profit package bronze is 30 incentive points. You'll see there, not only do you get KCB worth the 150 euros of the cost of the bronze package, but there's a 50% bonus as well. So that's 100, and that's 225 euros worth of KCB. And the person will earn bronze status. That's a really good pack. Next one is the silver, and you'll see a 70% KCB bonus. Again, a fantastic pack. So that's 750 euros worth of KCB. That's the cryptocurrency, and another 70% of 750 euros. The next one is 580 incentive points. It's a VIP. Actually, I've left a few out, so these are just ones that I've picked.
It's what you get when you get 580 points.
Oh, this is what you win. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So if you can earn 580 incentive points, when you earn 580 incentive points, this is what you'll get. 8.7 grams of cash gold, KCB worth 3,000 euros, and 100%. 110%. Obviously need glasses, and a VIP status. Next one is 1,200 incentive points, 2 VIP tickets, an impulse phone, profit package worth 3,000 euros, 8.7 gram of cash gold, KCB worth 3,000 plus 110% bonus. Really nice incentives there. And if you're going to win those tickets, then make sure your visa and your passport are valid, because you need to organise your flight and hotel booking. So let's look at all the incentive points down the right-hand side. So if you sell any of the items on the left-hand side, the price is in the middle, then those are the incentive points that you win. So the first one that I highlighted tonight was 30 incentive points. So that's, if you look down the right-hand column, that's 2 bronze business packages, for instance. Or it could be a number of those classic gold card 5 grams. You need to sell 5 of them. Okay, so you just put together a selection. Next one is the rest of the table. So depending on which prize you'd like to win. So what I did is I decided which prize I want to win and then what I need to go out and do. It's all in the back of your back office under downloads. You can find all that. Now, it's only about 2 weeks away till we're going to be meeting at Edelong. Have a fabulous weekend. Learn lots about gold and cryptocurrency and blockchain and all those funny words that we'd never pretty much heard of a couple of months ago. 16th, 17th, 18th of August, that's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday's our big meet and greet party. Saturday, we'll actually have lots of training and learning. We'll have a fun party Saturday night, and then Sunday repeat. This is where most of us are staying, at the Mantra Edelong. It's actually on the Esplanade at Edelong Beach. And that view that I was just showing you is the view from the penthouse where the training will come from. We hope lots of you will come. Let us know if you plan to be there. So that's it for tonight. Thank you for joining us. Anyone got any questions? You can unmute yourself or type it in.
Carolyn, this is Lynn Glenride.
Hello, Lynn.
How are you? Can you tell me if this as a business is willable or...
Absolutely. There's actually a place in your back office where you can type in the beneficiary of all your gold.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
So have a look. Memory, no, I'll have to have a dig around. I'm sorry, it's a little while since I've seen it, but there's certainly a place where you can nominate who to leave your cash gold, your Karatbars account.
Okay, so then by the same token, EPA could be exercised to use for anyone else to do it for you if you've got enduring power of attorney.
You there, Lynn?
Yes, Brent.
If you go into your back office under profile,
yes,
and pop down to edit beneficiary, just have a look in there. It'll give you some information.
Okay, thank you very much.
It's definitely willable, yes.
Thank you.
Cool. Thanks, Brent. Thanks, Linda. Anybody else? Any other questions? Is it recorded tonight? Yes. Thanks, Dan. Anyone else? Well, lots of information. If you would like to read any of those white papers, it just really helped me to understand where they're going, what their plans are, their vision, their mission, what their goals are. Brent had told us a lot about it, but to read it just enlarges their credibility, I felt, and the belief in the whole company. Really quite a major company, major player in the digital cryptocurrency game. Chris, any update on Easy Shopping Cards? I'm not sure what you're looking for, Chris. What sort of update? Easy Shopping Cards is still operating. They will be offering gold, so 2% back in gold instead of cash back. They'll be giving cash gold when you purchase. So yes, they're alive and well, and they will be coming on as a Karat Gold merchant, the K merchant, and I'm hoping that's what you were meaning. The gold offering, is that available now? Yes, it is. I'm figuring you've got Cassie's number. Just give her a tingle and start organising so she can still provide those gift cards digitally exactly the same way, but do it directly with Cassie, not through Cashback World, because she's been terminated as a merchant there. Maxine, you're welcome. Lovely to see you. Yes, it is great. Easy Shopping Cards has always been very flexible and very accommodating and goes with the flow, and this offering of cash gold back is an absolute brilliant incentive. Looks like no more questions. Either unmute yourself or type in. Otherwise, we shall say goodnight. Please consider coming to the Adelong event. We will be having lots of fun. We'll be learning lots, and it will be a memorable weekend. Thanks, Brent. Thanks, Derek. Thanks, everyone. Have a golden week. Good night, all.